Fil-fatt, għadda ser nitkellmu propju dwar dan ir-rigal b'differenza bħalissa ċerti li ħafna minnkom qed tħejju r-rigali qed tinkartaw qed taraw x'setatu lil min. Fil-verità wieħed mill-isbaħ rigali huwa li tagħti d-dem u propju dwar dan se nitkellmu għada. Mija jisstand il-life coach John Xuereb. How are you, John?
I'm good. I'm grateful actually that I made it.
You made it, and we're grateful that we're here too.
Very good.
And in fact, I would like to introduce our topic. Illum se nitkellmu dwar il-gratitudni. U f'dawn iż-żminijiet tas-sena naħseb ikunu żminijiet ta' ferħa l ħafna nies, però ħafna nies isibu illi qed iħossuhom aktar weħedhom, aktar maqtuwajn minn ħaddieħor f'dawn iż-żminijiet. U fil-verità, m'hemmx soluzzjoni waħda għal dan. We feel that people at this time of year, it's a time of happiness, but many people feel lonely, many people feel alone and abandoned at this time of year. And what's the solution for the toughest time of the year?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think this is probably, one of the times where people are the loneliest and they suffer the most. I think it's on recorded history. This is when people commit suicide the most, to be honest with you, because it's a time of togetherness and love and intimacy and relationship.
And therefore, if you don't have that love, it becomes even more
of a loss.
depressing.
You're losing more, you're feeling more alienated and all alone. Gratefulness, having gratitude. I mean, there's not one fix. It's not even really a fix at all. It's just maybe a perspective or a point of view. But it's important, I think, to be able to find gratitude in the things that you actually have, in yourself. It will be one of the things that actually pulls you through the tough times. Because even having self, even having a breath, even having the opportunity to be upset is much more of a gift than those that don't even have that opportunity.
Ekku fil-fatt qed ngħidu kemm importanti li nkunu grati mbagħad. Meta jkollna l-affarijiet sejrin ħiżin għall affarijiet li jmorru tajbin. Il-fatt li aħna nagħmlu l-opportunità li nħossuna mdejqin ukoll hija vantaġġ fuq min laqqas għandu dik l-opportunità. Jiġifieri verament hija perspettiva differenti li nħarsu lejha b'dan il-mod. But in what way can we be grateful and thankful?
I mean, there's lots of ways to be grateful. I mean, we can be grateful to in ourselves and for our own life, and for the fact that we, as I said, we have power. We have the ability to think and to make decisions, to make choices, better choices, good choices, to do these types of things. We can be grateful in the people around us that are there, that are not giving their time, but they're sharing their time. They're sharing their love, their confirmation that we are valid as well, that we mean something, in our own life. I mean, gratitude and gratefulness, it comes in all sizes, in all shapes, in all angles, in all perspectives. I think when I'm speaking about it, it's something much more of a personal circumstances, where, listen, the truth of it is, we always hear this when we're growing up, there's always others out there that don't have any food to eat, or there's people that don't have a home to live in, you should feel lucky that you have what you have. We should feel grateful that we have what we have. Because we live in an environment where we're free, we have opportunities that, that others don't have. And it's really tough in this country, in this world that we live in, to really be on the street starving to death because there's someone out there who's going to put out a hand and help us. So, I mean, you can envision where you are at this moment in life, or you could imagine yourself in a worse place. And if you could imagine that worst, darkest place, I think when you're there, you would give anything to be where you are at this time. That's gratitude.
Hemm forum differenti ta' kif tkun grat, imma kull bniedem irid isib il-mod personali tiegħu, u ġanet jgħid li jekk jirnexxinna nimmaġinaw stat qar milli aħna fih u ċerti li faċli li nagħmlu dan għax naraw ħafna persuni illi forsi qed ibatu aktar minna qed jgħaddu minn sitwazzjonijiet aktar diffiċli, naħseb nagħmlu minn kollox biex nerġgħu niġu fejn aħna. U dik hija l-gratitudni, imma John jgħid ukoll li l-gratitudni hija xi ħaġa li nitgħallmu aħna. It's a learned skill that we are thankful. Some people don't have it naturally and they can learn it. John.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's something that we actually have to learn. We have to go through a process, and sometimes when we're dealing with our own, self-pity, feeling sorry for ourselves, that's the last thing we want, is to even know that there's something to be grateful for. But I think I think that not just through experiences, but I think even those around us, mentorship, people that are, that have gone through experiences in life before, things, that have maybe, rocked their family, rocked themselves personally, someone who's gone through an illness, somebody who's gone through these trials and tribulations, as we all do. Someone in that position can help you and show you, just the importance of gratitude and how to actually achieve gratitude. if you were to ask me, I might say to you, for example, well, write out a gratitude list. You know, write out a list of things that you're thankful for. Now, let's not focus on the negative. Look at the good things that you have, whatever that is, and then it doesn't make a difference. Are you grateful that you woke up this morning? Are you grateful that you're breathing? Are you grateful that you have family? Are you grateful that, you know? And if you have a list of things that you are grateful for, to focus on those things and to embellish them, to make them even bigger in your mind, to see the more positives, to feed the story. And I think that in itself, when you're looking from that kind of a perspective, it's very positive, and it will help you for the next time when you're feeling down that, hey, listen, there's two sides to this story. I can feel down and feel sorry for myself, or I can be grateful that I'm in the position and I can always move forward.
Ekku, forsi trik żgħira li qed jgħidilna Ġanni li aħna nikdbu nagħmlu lista ta' dawk l-affarijiet kollha li għandna l-fejn inkunu grati għalihom. Forsi l-fatt li qomna dalgħodu, l-fatt li għandna saħħitna, l-fatt li għandna min ħobbna. Allura mbagħad meta aħna nibdew nħossuna ftit mdejqin, eċċetera, dejjem ikun hemm din il-lista li aħna nistgħu nirreferu għaliha. It's a physical list, and sometimes it seems a bit silly for us to be writing down lists of things that we're thankful for. It sounds like child play. But we underestimate the importance of really reminding ourselves and really making a physical note of the things that we have and which are positive in our character, in our lives.
It is something, I think, that when we look at what you're saying, that we see it as being a little bit obscure, something that, you know, I never learned to do things like that. But
it's like keeping a diary. Why would I keep a diary now that I'm 30 years old?
Yeah, but I mean, who's going to remind you of these things? You know, someone else is always going to come into your life and always have to be the puppet master, essentially, you know, always building you up, you know? Like, if you're not aware of how great you are, if you're not aware of the amazing qualities that you possess, what, it's my responsibility to make you feel those things? I mean, I will do that as a friend. I will for sure reach my hand out and remind you of all the greatnesses that I see. But bottom line is that unless you take the time and the effort to do a self-analysis, look at yourself and find those great things, it doesn't really matter what I say, because I can tell you you're the best thing since sliced bread, and you're going to shake your head and say thank you, but inside you're going to feel the opposite. So you have to take this step. It's whether it's silly or infantile or juvenile or whatever you might see it as, it is a very pivotal foundational step in feeling great about yourself.
U dan huwa punt importanti biex nibdu l-konfidenza fejn nfusna, John. I really like what you're saying. Għaliex John qed jgħid li jekk jiena ma nibnix jiena l-istima tiegħi nnifsi, ma nibnix lista tal-affarijiet li għandi għalfejn inkun grat lejhom u għandi għalfejn inħossni tajjeb għalihom, allura għandi dejjem nistenna li ħadd ieħor jikkumplimentani biex inħossni tajba jew nitfal pis fuq xi ħadd li qiegħed madwari biex hu jfakkarni li jiena valida, li jiena tajba. Le, fil-verità meta jiena nibni dan l-istatura ta' konfidenza, anka it-maqdir ma jibbix jagħmel differenza. What I'm saying is that even if when I'm composed and when I reach this state of gratitude, when someone is trying to do harm, when someone is trying to say things which belittle me, they do little effect on me.
Absolutely, like water off a duck's back. Like when you have that self-assurance in yourself, which only you can give yourself, you're in a position in life where you're able to see negative things coming ahead of you rather than reacting to them when they hit you. You're seeing them ahead, so you're able to kind of dodge this and say, listen, this person doesn't have the best interest at heart, you know, or what this person is saying, they're saying it because of something in them, not in me. So you don't accept those things. I think it's very important, and I think it's something that we all really deal with in our life, because you know, sometimes we're only as strong or as confident or as great as other people tell us that we are.
And that's wrong.
And it's absolutely wrong. I mean, you know, because then you're living and dying by the words of others. And when you give people that kind of power, there are some people that when they see that kind of power that they have over you, they'll use it.
Yes.
Because they will move you as they want to move you and bring you down if they need to get something out of you or do whatever. So, I mean, no one wants to be manipulated. Everyone should be in a position of standing strong, you know. So I think it's got to start from this one step as well.
Jekk il-valur tagħna jiddependi fuq ħaddieħor ifisser li qed nagħtu l-poter lil ħaddieħor li jimmanipulana u li l-validità tiddependi minn kemm qed jarana validu u jew hi. U dik ma nistgħux neffordjaw aħna fil-ħajja tagħna għax il-validità tagħna aħna rridu naffermaw għal wara qabel kollox. And you said a very important point which I'd like to stop on for just a second. You said maybe others will criticize, maybe others' criticism is something that's wrong in them rather than something that's bad with me.
Absolutely.
And that is a perspective that we must realize, because sometimes we think that all that other people say is in reality truth and is something that we have lacking.
Yeah, I mean, really, truthfully, how does someone from the outside have a better perspective of who I am than me? And how is it that someone on the outside, through their own pain and suffering, through their own anguish or frustration, have the ability to come into my life, my world, and rearrange what I already know and make me doubt myself? I mean, in truth, it happens all the time. But when it does happen, it's a sign for you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, who's really in control here, me or someone else? We don't want to be in that position. We'd be much happier as people when we show our strength, and we show our confidence. As a matter of fact, I believe, like when you have gratitude, when you're grateful for who you are and you have this, it means that you have respect for yourself. And I find it is probably a situation where others don't have respect for a person because that person themselves don't have respect for themselves. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So if I have self-respect, I know who I am, I'm going to get respect from other people because they already know at this point that they can't really mess with who I am. Mm-hmm. And just, I know I'm elaborating a little bit more, but this is a time of year, this is a Christmas season, and I think it's really important that, we take this time to be grateful, because history has shown we're better off in lots of ways than ever before. We don't get coal in our stockings for Christmas. We're not in a wartime. We're not suffering. We're not worrying about the elements so much around us. We can worry about politics or religion or neighbors or fights. But in truth, we really have it very, very good. And we should be very acknowledgeable about that, or accept that and see that, and maybe be thankful that we have that, what we have.
Ekku, fil-fatt ġejna fi żmien qed jgħid li maħniex għaddejjin minn gwerra, l-Grazzjatella speċjalment anke hawn Malta ħafna familji jgħixu ħajja tranquilla bid-diffikultajiet tagħna imma mhux id-diffikultajiet illi kellhom dari u li qed jaraw jiffaċċjaw anke pajjiżi bħalissa illi qegħdin qed jiffaċċjaw kriżi. U allura importanti li peress illi aħna hemm bżonn li nirrealizzaw kemm qed ngħixu ħajja ħafna aħjar minn norma li verament napprezzawha dik il-ħajja, because in reality we're speaking about appreciating, we're speaking about gratitude, and if we don't appreciate what we have, we will never be happy, because we will always be looking at what we don't have and what we can have and what we'll never have. And even when we get it, there's always more that we'll want.
Yeah, that's a vicious trap. In speaking with people, I hear that. I hear this one comment: I'll be happy when I get this.
When I lose weight.
Whatever it is. When I lose weight, I'll be happy when I get married. I'll be happy when I have children. I'll be happy when I get my own home. No, you won't. Because the reality is that every day that you're working towards those things, you don't see those things coming. So you're not happy today? Okay, I'm not happy today. Why would you be happy tomorrow? You haven't got your home, you haven't got your husband or wife, you haven't got those things yet, so are you happy tomorrow? And we're always saying later, 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 and the truth is you got to be happy and have self-respect, self-love, gratitude, all of these things right now. Because that's when it really counts. Then whatever you do get, whether it's all those things, it's just icing on the cake. I mean, in the very end, I want to wake up tomorrow morning, and I don't care if I wake up on the street with no clothes, or in a bed full of, everything, as long as I wake up. Because if I wake up and I'm stuck on the street, I still have the opportunity and the power to get up, go somewhere, even ask someone for some clothing. I still have a chance. If I don't wake up, I'm done. You know what I mean? So you got to be grateful for those things.
Ekku, fil-fatt ħafna drabi nipposponu ngħidu isma' għada nkun kontent, jiena nkun kontent jekk nitlef mill-fis, jiena nkun kontent jekk ikolli tfal, nkun kontent jekk ikolli dar, nkun kontent jekk nibdel id-dar nkun iktar komda. U fil-verità din il-kontentizza ma tasal qatt ma nirrealizzaw illi llum hija l-ġurnata li nkunu kontenti u li qed jgħid qed jgħid xi ħaġa vera tajba. Qed jgħid jekk aħna inqumu għada fit-triq, xorta waħda irridu nkunu grati li hemm l-opportunità li nerġgħu nirpiljaw mis-sitwazzjoni li għandna, U dik hija xi ħaġa vera sabiħa, sometimes we're so afraid of losing things, we're so afraid of losing our material things, that in reality we can see loss as an opportunity to start again, kind of what you're seeing this as an opportunity, kind of. Well, the worst thing that can happen to me is that I don't have a house, that I remain without a house. But there is always the opportunity to work for one. As long as I'm healthy and as long as I wake up in the morning, I can work for what I want.
It's a very good principle. I mean, I myself personally have experienced lots of loss in my life. And I learned at a very early age that in truth, the worst, you can take anything from me as long as you don't take my life. And then even if I lost my life, then I guess I'm not suffering at that point. So I mean, in really, I'm at an all-win situation. You can't lose in life, you know. It's just your perspective. It's just how you look at things. You can look at things from a suffering point of view, what I don't have, what I don't, this negative. And we live that way. We tend to see much more negatives than the positives. But in truth, in a day, we have 1,000 net positive things that are happening to us constantly and few negatives. You got to stop focusing on those things. So yeah, for me, I would always encourage people just take a moment, look around you, look at who you have. If there's someone in your life that is there who loves you, you have a home, you have a car, one car, even if it's a horrible car with flat tires all the time, do you still have it? And just be thankful that you have that. You know, it's a very good thing to be.
It's true, and sometimes we don't appreciate that enough. Fil-fatt qed ngħidu hawnhekk illi kemm importanti illi għandna x'għandna anke jekk il-karozza tagħna karrakka x'aħna jekk ngħidu insomma. Almenu għandna karozza, fimtu hemm l-opportunità li forsi għadha jkollna xi ħaġa aħjar imma llum iridu nkunu kuntenti bli għandna. Fil-verità jekk għandna xi ħadd iħobbna li minħabba m'hemmx prezz għaliha, m'hemmx qies, u kemm importanti li verament napprezzaw dawk ta' madwarna illi jriduna l-ġid. U ma nħallux l-opinjoni ta' ħaddieħor taffettwa l-validità tagħna. Aħna validi u rridu nkunu nafu u naffermaw il-validità tagħna minkejja dak li jseħħ madwarna. Thank you so much, John. It's been a very inspiring talk.
Good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you on behalf of our televiewers as well.
Thank you.
We'll be speaking about other topics.
Hopefully, yes.
Today week. So see you today week. Grazzi ħafna lil John. Aħna nitkellmu mal-life coach John Xuereb bħallum ġimgħa minn hawn ftit ieħor wara telebej ħinaqat magħna Matthew Bartolo ser nitkellmu nkomplu nitkellmu anzi dwar l-edukazzjoni sesswali fost iż-żgħażagħ. Hemmhekk.
Din ir-rokna twaslet lilkom. Grazzi għal Bodies in Motion.